The reason I do this, let me tell you up front. The reason I do this is not to show you the differences necessarily between your shots, your swing, and a touring club. It's to show you the similarities. Okay? Because if there are any differences, they're going to be very minor, and they're things that I would want you to work on.
Right.
Okay. So let's take a look from the start. The start is going to be, all right. He's a touch more upright than you are. Back is a little bit flatter, which we talked about initially. All right. Something to work on. It makes it easier to turn. All right. When you're not quite as hunched over. All right. Also, if you look at his arms are kind of hanging a little bit further in front of him, just a touch more than yours. That's probably because of his upright stance. All right. Other than that, looks very similar, right? But let's go a little bit further. All right. At the top of the swing, watch where he ends up. That is the top of his backswing. That's as far back as he goes. See how much further you are? The tendency at that point in that backswing, that far back, is to lose where the club is.
Yeah.
Either have it open or closed, and it also takes a lot of the strength out of the shot because you now have to get back to where he is now to start your downswing. Because if you start your downswing from up there, your tendency is going to be to cast, get rid of a lot of the power. All right, so it's something to think about. It may be something that you might want to work on long term, shortening it up a little bit. All right,
sometimes go back a little shorter.
Sometimes a shorter backswing produces a much stronger strike. A lot of times it does. Okay, so sometimes I recommend that. Impact position, nice. I mean, you know, there's not a whole lot of difference in those two positions, right?
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, if you can square that club up like you've been doing the last couple of swings, it's just going to get better and better. Okay, so I like that. Finish positions, almost the same. Like I said, the finish position is good. Let me get you, while we got it on video, let me get you him, get him down the long, get him face on. Fred Funk, iron face on, and I'm going to get you. Current swing, and that's going to be face on. All right, so now we're going to look at it the other angle. Same deal, same swings. Okay, so we are set up. Again, he's less forward pressed. He's more centered. Okay, you know, again, it's not a killer move. It's not anything that we really have to fight. If you're comfortable with it, I'm okay with it. It's not going to change anything. All right. Now, notice one thing that he's doing. His body is actually moving slightly away from the target.
Yeah.
Marginally. I'm not saying he's swaying, all right? But his head and body are moving slightly away.
His head's not directly over the ball, is that what you're saying?
That's correct. What that does is it enables him to get his weight back more readily, okay? Because here, if my head stays over the ball where you are, okay, I'm going to be fighting this move, which is keeping my weight forward. I'm not going to be letting my weight, and you said you were worried about letting your weight go too far back, but letting it go back a bit and letting your head come back makes for a stronger strike. All right, so it's an interesting thing to see what they do. All right, you do it there, which is fine. All right, a little bit earlier, watch this. I mean, doesn't get too much closer than that, right? I said to you, you're going to see a lot of similarities. You've got a great swing. Okay, there's nothing wrong with your swing. But in seeing this now, those couple little things that we do, maybe we get our head back a little bit further, a little earlier to get a little more weight on our back foot. All right, the swing, everything else is great. Everything else is just terrific. It's so similar to him. There are so many positions in your swing that are almost exactly his. Really, I mean, he's posted up at that point. You're almost virtually in the same position. His head stays a little bit more stable, if you notice, throughout the swing. He doesn't come up quite as quickly. That's something timing you want to work on, that's fine. But it's not, again, not a killer move. It's consistency. If my head is in the same spot each time, that's a consistency. All right, so here we go.